Greg Kellnan here for Ohsweken and the Strickland GMC preseason race party. Standing here with Alex Schuts, driver of the Affordable Towing and Recovery Thunderstock division, making the jump up this year. I know you dabbled in it a little bit last year. I guess it bit you.
It bit me hard. It was a lot of fun, and we said let's build another one. And so I'm getting Carl's old car.
So talk about your team. What's the plan? You've got multiple cars again, and you're kind of the Rick Hendrick, but you're behind the wheel. Talk about that. I guess you're more like Tony Stewart.
Yeah, a little bit. We got the crate sprint with Brad Herron, and then we have Carl in a Firebird, Trans Am Firebird. We got myself in this Trans Am, and then we have Jillian Hills in a Prelude in mini stock.
And in mini stock. So there you go, a full lineup that's going to keep your team busy, no doubt.
It's been a really busy winter. It's been a lot of work. This car's been totally rebuilt, so we did a lot of work to it. Carl's, like I said, him and Glenn built a brand new car, brand new chassis. It's a lot of work to build these cars, and if you want a good car, right? Yeah. So.
Now, a relatively new team here in the last 5 or 6 years. What really got you bit into this sport and got you competing?
Glenn. I love my dad and I have always sponsored race cars. We've always been involved in some type of racing. My dad's a huge F1 fan. I've always been a kind of a NASCAR guy. I've been to a lot of races, and when we started sponsoring Carl, I told Glenn, I said, I'd like the opportunity to drive one of these cars at one point. And he goes, well, let's just do it, right? So Glenn got me into the car, and I call it the cocaine. You kind of get addicted to it, and it's a lot of fun. So, and you know what? There's a lot of good people in the racing around the track and out and about. So I enjoyed the camaraderie as well.
Now, you had a very successful run in the mini stocks, and then as soon as you jumped into Thunderstock last year, it was like it instantly fit you like a glove. Did it feel that easy as a transition, or what are you expecting this year?
Well, we like Glenn builds good cars, like they're good. It's good equipment, and so it was. I don't know. I grew up on rear-wheel drive vehicles, right? So pickup trucks and so on and so forth. It's kind of you know how they brake and so on. And, it's a vehicle. We had good luck in the mini stock, but we had a couple of people helping me adjust into this car. It's just a little bit more excitement, a little bit more speed, and it handles differently. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So what kind of goals do you set for yourself in a new division? Realistically, what are you looking for?
Well, the first thing I got to do is got to pass Carl at least once. That's the joke around the shop is not between Carl. Carl's never said I couldn't, but some other individuals, so they know who they are. They kind of poke fun at me, say you'll never pass them all season long. But so that's my first goal. The second one would be you always want to get into the tech barn. I mean, if you're getting into the tech barn, that's where you want to be. You want your car to get looked over. You want it because if you're in the tech barns, it means you're doing something right.
Now, you got a lot of crew members behind this team that help get all those cars ready and together. Who would you like to thank?
Well, Glenn always, because he always makes stuff happen if we need something, so on and so forth. But Brad Herron, obviously. You got Jeff, Todd, and then Roger Lassard. He did a ton of welding. He's one of my guys. He helps a lot with a lot of welding. My son, Lofton. He does a lot of work in there, and then there's primarily just who worked on this car, and then you got Troy Tebow helps me out quite a bit. Father-in-law's there once in a while as well. So those are the primary guys that are helping out.
You've made it no secret. Eventually, you'd like to try a sprint car. That's true, correct?
I can't. I want to stay married, so right now I'm gonna reserve that answer. But you know what? Yeah, I do. I definitely want to try that at some point. So you gotta Glenn Stiers. He said one day, Alex said you gotta trim her down a little bit. So I'm trying to work on that right now.
Well, there you have it. Alex Schuts is going to be this year in the Thunderstock division. Watch for him aboard car number 5 this year in the Affordable Towing and Recovery Thunderstock division. So there's Alex Schuts. I'm Greg Kellnan for Ohsweken Speedway.com.